Right now at 5, Olympians from all over the world get ready for the Westby ski jump competition.
Plus, Governor Tony Evers celebrating a new addition to Chippewa Falls.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Holmen police have arrested a man accused of shooting a gun inside an apartment building. Police say they got a call about a possible gunshot at 8:30 this morning at Grasslands Apartments. They found the suspect pulling into the Holmen High School parking lot and arrested him. The suspect is 47-year-old Jeremy Lee Bobo. Police believe he fired a gun inside a second-floor apartment and the bullet went through an empty third-floor unit. No one was injured. Police say Bobo was also driving a stolen car. He faces 5 police charges, including recklessly endangering safety.
A Lafarge man is behind bars after confronting police during a forced cleanup of his property.
Police say 51-year-old Jacob Sell threatened officers at his State Street home yesterday. The court-ordered sweep came after years of failed attempts to get Sell to clean up his property. Sell now facing charges of resisting arrest, making threats, and bail jumping. Active participants are taking action today against proposals to cut Medicaid. House Republicans are considering a plan that would reduce Medicaid spending by $2.3 trillion over the next decade. This morning, participants writing to legislators that cuts would threaten services they rely on, everything from prescriptions to employment support.
We cannot lose services. We cannot lose Medicaid because I am very medically compromised. I cannot work because of disability and health. I rely on this for my life.
That event wrapping up this morning at Aptiv's South Avenue location in La Crosse.
Well, Polk Park has some disappointing news for ice skaters. As of yesterday, the ice skating rink is officially closed for the season. It's due to the unsuitable rink conditions and unseasonable high temperatures.
Well, today, a local event helping the public celebrate National Hot Chocolate Day. Today, the Holmen Public Library hosted its 2nd annual Hot Chocolate Day. Attendees enjoyed a hot chocolate bar with some customizable toppings. They designed their own bookmarks and learned some fun facts about chocolate. The public services specialist says this event is a great way to meet people.
Just a great opportunity to meet people and just enjoy being together. And usually the people that come to the library are very friendly, and so it's nice just a chance to chat.
If you missed today's event but want to get involved, you can visit the library's website. Vernon County fire officials are urging residents to avoid outdoor burning. They say despite the winter season, 8 brush fires have already sparked this month. The DNR lists the county at moderate fire danger due to limited snowfall and dry conditions. Residents who must burn should contact the Sheriff's Dispatch Center before and after. That number there at the bottom of your screen. The
102nd annual Snowflake Ski Jumping Tournament will kick off soon.
And we have our own Grace Monk live out there in Westby. Grace, what's the turnout looking like so far?
Ken and Emily, gates are open and skiers are getting ready to take flight here in Westby. Skiers from across the globe will soon take on this 118-meter jump this weekend. Now, skiers can reach speeds of over 50 miles per hour as they're competing for this cash prize. Tomorrow there will also be a junior ski competition, which will be followed by award ceremonies. You can come on out and purchase tickets for $25 at the event. Skiers are currently still warming up and the competition will officially begin at 7. Ken and Emily.
You know, Grace, I'm almost disappointed you weren't doing the live shot mid-ski jump.
I know, we gotta spruce it up next time.
I'm a little scared.
I'm a little scared. I would be for you too.
Absolutely. Well, Grace, thanks so much. It's an interesting time of year because we don't really have a lot of snow on the ground.
I know, as you could see, it was all trees. Nothing was covered in white at all, Nicole.
Yeah, we don't really have a lot of snow on the ground right now. We're going to get some soon, though, thankfully. And another thing, a good thing for those ski places is that the temperatures for the most part this month really stayed cool enough to make a lot of snow. That was not the case the last few days, though, nor was it the case today. A lot of us got back into the 40s. We're cooling off a little bit now, but still the majority of the area staying above freezing. Here's those highs for today. Most of us getting into the low and even upper 40s, so definitely not as warm as we were yesterday, but still well above average, almost 20 degrees above average across the majority of the area. very warm as far as January goes, so we definitely ended the month off with a bang. Here's the evening forecast. We're going to see those gustier conditions that we started to pick up this afternoon starting to calm down a little bit. We'll see increasing clouds too as we go into the evening and definitely into the overnight period. Eau Claire, a very similar story, getting down into the 20s tonight, still very mild as far as lows go for this time of year. Those clouds are going to be increasing ahead of a system that's coming out of the west, and that could be bringing some snow along with some other wintry mess. So if you have any travel plans tomorrow, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for the next forecast as I'll break it all down with all the details.
All right, sounds like a plan. Thanks, Nicole. Well, for all you snowbirds, Sun Country Airlines offering winter seasonal nonstop service down to Fort Myers, Florida. The winter season begins today and continues through April 7th. So during this time, Sun Country will offer weekly service, allowing travelers to easily reach the Sunshine State from the airport.
A new electric vehicle charging station at a Quick Trip in Chippewa Falls. It's at the Chippewa Crossing Boulevard location. It's the first funded station by the National Electric Vehicle Infrastructure Program. Governor Evers was there today, and he says the EV station will help improve the economy.
People coming through this state, either driving through or stopping here. Tourism industry is a huge part of our economy in the state, and having these stations will bring more people into the state of Wisconsin.
In 2024, Evers announced $23 million for 53 EV projects statewide.
First responders and federal aviation investigators in D.C. continue their somber work of victim and evidence recovery today.
Brian Abel brings us more from Washington, including what some former pilots are focusing on amid speculation on a possible cause.
The low-altitude helicopter corridor near D.C.'s Reagan National Airport is closed indefinitely, says the FAA. The agency shut down what's known as Route 4 this morning as the investigation into Wednesday's deadly collision between an Army Black Hawk helicopter and an American Airlines jet continues.
We most likely had a multitude of different issues, whether it be from understanding where a plane is, what an altitude is, what the speed is.
Answers that could be in the jet's flight data and voice recorders, known as black boxes, recovered last night. Some aviation industry experts and former pilots are focusing on the Army Black Hawk, which mirrors a report in the New York Times that suggests the helicopter may have been flying higher than it should have been, and possibly outside of its approved path on the Route 4 corridor. That means at or below 200 feet above sea level.
I've flown this route too many times to count. You stair step down your altitude and you keep that 200 feet plus or minus, 10, 20 feet.
It's possible with all the reflections of the lightning over the water that they crept up.
The change of runway for the American Airlines jet could also be a factor.
It could have drifted them a little bit further into the path of that Black Hawk if there was some altitude discrepancy that the Black Hawk wasn't holding.
The preliminary NTSB report could come in 30 days. Final findings may take a year.
We're not going to put something out quick just so we can end some speculation.
In Washington, Brian Abel reporting.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said Friday the flight data recorder from the Black Hawk still has not been recovered. However, data from Flight Radar 24, a flight tracking company, appears to suggest the Army helicopter may have been flying 100 feet above the maximum allowed altitude and veered off the prescribed route along the river.
Well, a campaign promise fulfilled. President Trump moving to tax imports from America's top trade partners, when it goes into effect and what it could mean for your wallet.
And some new updates on the teen who set fire to Congressman Grothman's Fond du Lac office over a TikTok ban vote. Coming up.
This production is guaranteed to be funny, entertaining, and raunchy. Tickets are on sale now. Call or stop into the LCT box office or visit lacrossetheater.org.
The Ford family of SUVs, proud sponsor of winter. Now, get up to $4,000 in total cash on a 2024 Ford Escape. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Wisconsin winters are no joke. Just ask Barry the Bear. Every year he hibernates to escape the cold. But hibernating on an old lumpy mattress? It's unbearable. So Barry came to King Furniture because right now you can trade in your old mattress for $100 towards a new one. Get this closeout therapeutic mattress and box spring for just $4.99 when you trade in your old mattress.
Well, now that's hibernation heaven.
Survive the winter and make your den a little comfier at King Furniture.
For anybody in this region who is facing mobility issues.
I'd recommend Access Elevator because I know Jason.
The thing that sets Jason apart is that commitment, that passion for making life more pleasant. He will help you think about how to make your life easier in ways that you have not thought about.
There's no second guessing. I immediately say, call Access.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevator. Stop in and see us today.
This production is guaranteed to be funny, entertaining, and raunchy. Tickets are on sale now. Call or stop into the LCT box office or visit lacrossetheater.org.
A judge has dropped the terror charge against the teen accused of torching Congressman Glenn Grothman's Fond du Lac office. Police say 19-year-old Caden Stakowitz set the fire over Grothman's TikTok ban votes. The judge ruled there was no advanced threat, but Stakowitz still faces arson, burglary, and property damage charges.
There was no threat to do so. There was no, perhaps an example of a conduct would be posting a statement or lighting an adjacent item on fire saying that next will be this activity.
Stakowitz still ordered to stand trial on the remaining charges. The Trump administration says tariffs on imports from Canada, Mexico, and China will begin tomorrow.
The new tariffs could ignite trade wars, driving up prices on everything from gasoline to pickup trucks to electronics. CBS's Meg Oliver reports.
The tariffs that President Trump has long threatened to impose on the country's three biggest trading partners go into effect Saturday. The U.S. will levy a 10% tax on all imports from China and a 25% tax on all goods from Canada and Mexico. White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt said the reason is based on border security.
For the illegal fentanyl that they have sourced and allowed to distribute into our country, which has killed tens of millions of Americans.
Como siempre he dicho, con la cabeza.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum says she's waiting with a, quote, cool head, and Mexico's Secretary of Economy warned U.S. consumers will face higher prices on fewer products. Those could include vehicles, car parts, and avocados.
I know Canadians might be anxious.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has threatened retaliatory tariffs on U.S. orange juice and steel.
If tariffs are implemented against Canada, we will respond. We won't relent until tariffs are removed, and of course, everything is on the table.
Canada sends 75% of all its goods and services exports to the U.S., and almost a quarter of the oil the U.S. consumes comes from Canada. Trump had said oil would be exempt, but Leavitt announced no exemptions at Friday's White House press conference. The tariffs could trigger higher prices on a wide range of products and disrupt the energy, auto, lumber, and agricultural sectors. U.S. consumers who voted for Trump to tamp down inflation may be stuck paying for it. The Tax Foundation estimates the first Trump administration imposed nearly $80 billion worth of new taxes on Americans through tariffs, amounting to one of the largest increases in decades. Meg Oliver, CBS News, New York.
And those tariffs threatened to blow up the trade agreement Trump negotiated in his first term. Back then, he'd called the U.S. Mexico-Canada agreement, quote, the fairest, most balanced, and beneficial trade agreement we've ever signed into law.
Well, more news ahead.
But first,
We also have some more snow ahead. We have a little bit of a mixed bag as far as winter precipitation goes as we go into tomorrow to start the weekend off. I'll have all the details coming up right after the break.
Spend $4.99, pay nothing down, nothing for sales tax, nothing for shipping at Home Furniture.
Built Ford Tough Trucks, proud sponsor of winter. Now, get over $10,000 in total savings on a 2024 Ford F-150. Only your local Northland Ford dealers.
Join News 8 now for the 102nd Annual Westby Ski Jump, January 31st and February 1st. Athletes from all over the world compete at speeds exceeding 50 miles per hour on the Olympic-sized ski hill. Visit snowflakeskiClub.com to buy a button today.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Well, we have had a very nice prolonged stretch of above average weather out there. We're going to continue to see that tomorrow, but it will be just a tad bit cooler than we have been the past few days. Here we are tonight, still seeing very mild low temperatures as far as the end of January goes. Everybody's staying in somewhat the low 20s, a little bit cooler off to the north. And then tomorrow, this is where a lot of our questions lie on whether or not we're going to be seeing snow, rain, sleet, or freezing rain tomorrow. As you can see, high temperatures staying slightly above freezing for most of the areas south of I-94. Everybody north of I-94 looking like you will stay at or below freezing, which makes it a little bit easier for that snow to stay snow the entire time. It's also going to be a tad bit breezy tomorrow too, so travel conditions overall not looking to be the most favorable, but also not looking to be extraordinarily bad. So I wouldn't go canceling any plans yet, but I would definitely be aware that there could be some headaches in your commute as you go into tomorrow. So here's what we do know about the system coming in as we go into tomorrow. As I said, temperatures should stay below freezing for the majority of the period for areas north of I-94. What that means is that we'll only be seeing snow the entire time north of I-94. We're also looking to see that main snow band come through between the late morning hours and into the early evening hours tomorrow. So that's what we know, but there's still a decent amount of questions on a lot of other portions of the system passing through. The main question is going to be that precipitation type for areas south of I-94, as temperatures will be at or just above freezing for the majority of the period. It can cause a little bit of a wintry mix to form, or even rain if we get warm enough. And then freezing rain will be possible later in the evening when temperatures could cool just enough to have some slick spots on the surfaces. And there's also the chance for a second round of precipitation to come later in the evening hours, but that could also move a little bit off to our east. So there's a lot of stuff going on with the system. Let's break it down and look at the sky tracker to see what the best outcome looks like. So far, we're going into the early morning hours. Everybody should be starting off as snow, very light snow across the area. But as we head into the afternoon, that's when we see those temperature discrepancies. Again, north of I-94 is staying below freezing, but everybody south of there getting a little bit closer to that freezing line. So we could see some sleet or some rain, and then we'll get a little bit of a break into the evening hours. But as we go later into the evening, that's when that second batch of snow or rain starts to pop up. And temperatures tomorrow night will actually be staying steady near freezing for the majority of the nighttime. So again, another mixed bag where we could be seeing some heavier snow or even some freezing rain, causing for some slick spots out there. It's also going to be a little bit gusty. So here we are, before I get ahead of myself, there's those snow totals again, mainly just north of I-94. Not seeing too much amount in accumulations either, but it will be gusty out there when all of this is falling. So we could see some reduced visibilities with some blowing snow because the gusts will be the strongest as that snow is falling in the afternoon. Other than that, Sunday not looking too bad, getting back into the 50s. Another chance to maybe see some of that snow moving on into the early morning hours, but other than that, Sunday's not looking too bad. And then multiple snow chances coming up to start February off. Monday and Wednesday looking the best, and the good news is those temperatures will actually be around freezing, so we won't have to worry about any of that mess out there tomorrow. It will all be snowfall. Hopefully we can add on to the snow amounts, because yeah, January was dry.
I would love that. It sure was.
Did not feel like January.
No, it didn't. Thank you, Nicole.
What Melbourne's famous king penguin is up to on his first birthday. Coming up.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
At Union State Bank, we believe in empowering our young savers to dream big and achieve more. While the most important part of being a kid is being a kid, we encourage their parents to set them on a journey of financial success. The Junior Savings Account from Union State Bank is designed especially for kids up to age 18. A savings account for your kids is a crucial step in shaping their future and instilling valuable life skills. Take the next step and set your kids on the path towards a brighter and more secure financial future. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC.
Attention! If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 715-469-6907. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 715-469-6907. Again, that's 715-469-6907.
Pesto, the viral king penguin from Melbourne, is celebrating his first birthday in style today with birthday bubbles, celebratory dives, and a delicious jelly cake full of fish. Pesto made a splash online for his impressive size when he was only a few months old.
And now Pesto has shed his fluffy brown feathers and boasts a sleek new look with orange, black, and white coloring. The Sea Life Melbourne team marked the occasion with a fish-filled, penguin-friendly jelly cake surrounded by his colony.
Slimmed out when he got older. Happy
Looking
birthday,
good, Pesto.
Pesto.
Way to go, Pesto.
All right. Nicole has one final look at your forecast right after the break.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
We see you out there, giving your whole heart to what you do. That doesn't mean you have to give your whole wallet, too. It's why we make sure that as you find your way, you can find value along the way. Like a free $15 Blaine's gift card when you spend $75 on Purina dog food, cat food, litter, and treats. Live your best lives together with quality nutrition and supplies from Purina.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Brad Schimmel, prosecutor, attorney general, rule of law judge. Schimmel put pedophiles behind bars, took on criminal illegals and cartels, protected kids and seniors from abuse.
Law school taught me the rights of the accused, but justice for the abused is denied all too often. I'm Brad Schimmel. On the state Supreme Court, I'll apply the law equally because everyone has the right to feel safe.
Schimmel, for justice.
As I deteriorated, I needed something that would allow me to go from floor in the garage to floor in the home. Jason helped introduce to me all sorts of accessibility equipment. I have no questions about credibility and research. Personally, if somebody was asking me, I would say, here's who I would call.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevator. Stop in and see us today.
It's the Power Up Reclining Sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. On top of sale prices, when you power up your recliner, sofa, or sectional, there's special financing and free delivery. For the most comfort control, upgrade your recline with adjustable headrest and adjustable lumbar, all at the push of a button. At Drury's, you'll find Lazy Boy, Stressless, and Flex Steel, all our top brands, and all on sale. Special prices, special financing, and free delivery. It's happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
Well, for areas that do see a good amount of snow tomorrow, like areas north of I-94, could have some great snowball or snowman making snow, especially in the afternoon and evening. It's going to be a little bit of a heavier kind of slushy snow, so you can kind of get that stickiness going. We haven't had a good snow like that, so I'm hoping to see a lot of snowmen out there.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
It looks ideal for the Westby ski jump competition tomorrow.
True.
I'll be out there.
All right.
All right, that does it for us at 5.
We'll see you at 6.